tranquil as a forest with the fire within. Oh, I didn't see you there. How you guys doing? Today, actually I did see you. Today we're gonna be doing a video on swinging a sword, okay? And what I mean by swinging a sword, don't just mean like, oh yeah, right? I mean letting it swing. And this will give you the keys to developing a flourish. All right, let's get started. Grab yourself a stick. I got this pole because I want to just show you that size doesn't matter. I got this stick because I want to show you that all you've got to do is allow gravity and momentum to do most of the work for you. There's a Taoist principle called Wu Wei. Not just because my last name is Wu, but it's the Wu Wei, but it just means effortless action. And that is the key to swinging any kind of weapon efficiently, even an axe. And this is the Viking hand axe by Cold Steel. I'm keeping this thing on, just don't feel like taking off yet. That's what she said. What you guys do is grab a stick, let it swing, okay? This is the right hand. Just let it swing like a pendulum, back and forth. You can try with your left hand as well. This is my not so good arm. It's kind of clumsy, right? All right, let me show you this a better angle of how it looks, what you're doing with your wrist. In wushu, they like to hold it with the thumb and index finger. For our purposes and for practicality's sake, we're using our middle finger. And the reason why is because it's a lot stronger, number one, and it gives you more freedom to switch between grips. And it also allows you to have more control. Okay, now let's see how it looks with the other swords. This is the sword that I said I'd be using more of a demonstration. So I'm going to start with this. This is a 1796 light cavalry saber by Cold Steel and is very well known to be cumbersome and hard to wield. So let me just show you what I'm doing with my index and middle finger. Okay, so as this falls, it's kind of like using chopsticks. Just letting it. If you don't know how to use chopsticks, I'm very sorry. Okay, index and middle finger are doing this. I'm gonna switch to my left hand, which I'm not that good at. In my index finger, kind of just pushing up on the guard. Middle finger, allowing this to drop, putting upward force. My wrist, allowing the blade to turn over. My elbow, slightly curling, but not too much. Wrist taking over the action, bring it back up. Okay? Try not to hit yourself, just like I did. Okay. So this is kind of what you're doing. You're just gonna let it swing, okay? This is a Viking bearded axe, the Viking hand axe by Cold Steel. So you see, just being very light with it, allowing it to swing like a pendulum, okay? Why'd I raise my eyebrows? This is a katana. Just gonna let it swing, all right? Choose my cherry pie. Cool drink of water. What a sweet surprise. Okay? This is a machete. Very light. Well, subjectively light. This is a Type 14A arming sword. As you can see, I'm using my thumb to keep this thing close to my index and my middle finger. Just let it swing. Soon you'll be able to do this. Now when it comes to things with rusty things, with very big cross guards, you got to kind of alter the swing a little bit, okay? Because if you just let it swing sometimes, ow, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's sharp. So, move your elbow just a little bit, okay? If you have a long sword you want to practice with, yeah, okay? Whew, you still have to be careful. You might want to bring your hand down past the guard a little bit, or up, whichever you prefer, okay? You'll have to alter your flourish because of the nature of the crossguard. Take some practice. You may get a few cuts or scrapes. Is it showing on the video? I'm not sure. There you are. Yep. Just from doing that. Wrong. This is like a bastard sword with a super long handle. The cold steel competition cutting sword. Whew. Glad that didn't fall on the floor. All right. Oh, I think you've seen my fingers do their thing. Let's transition to this, shall we? It's you. All right, so to swing this up and to complete the full circle, we just use the momentum of the swing to carry it over. And we allow the wrist to roll over like this, okay? The longer the sword, the longer the sword, the higher you're gonna have to hold it. If I hold it at this length, it's a very high possibility. Oops, see? And because it's a practice sword, you know, no big deal, right? If you have a real sword that you're practicing with, of course, you know, you want to wear protection. But yes, okay? This is only one side though. Do the other side. We're just going to let it fall as well. Okay? But for this side, it's the easiest. And this is the most important you might want to master, because this allows you to do this. Which is a very powerful cut. I think it's kind of self-explanatory how to do this. Just let it come over. Use the momentum to then bring it over with your thumb and your third finger. Now to be able to complete the flourish on this side, I want you to start like this, like you're some kind of samurai, or you're a naval officer of a whatever, man. Just start here. So you're gonna bring the sword up into this position, and you're gonna bring it down. You're gonna bring it up, and you're gonna bring it down. Okay? You're gonna bring it up, and you're gonna bring it down. And then you're gonna let it swing. You see where we're going with this? You're gonna let it swing, okay? Let it swing. This may be harder. This may take a little bit more shoulder delt strength, okay? Maybe a little bit more wrist strength too than this. Because this is an exercise. Now what we're gonna do is bring it higher. Make sure you don't hit yourself. Get your elbow out of the way, okay? This takes a lot of practice. Let the sword flip over at some point. It'll be different depending on how thick your target will be you got a thin target, or if you're doing some kind of feint, right, you may just turn it over right away. If you're actually cutting something, you're going to want to anticipate how far you're going to cut. Sometimes you may even be down here before you flip. Okay? So we're going to flip this over, flip the edge over while we're swinging. Okay? Now at a certain point, we're going to transition to flipping it over again. Somewhere over here. Okay? Or bring it back to this position. Resting position. Okay? And in the beginning, you may want to use your arm to force it in the resting position, okay? But as you get better, you're just going to do this. You're going to let gravity do the work, okay? This takes some major wrist flexibility. This is very hard to do. Let me show you how hard it is with my left hand, okay? Okay, this is from the beginning of the drill. Or the second part, I should say. It's difficult. It's kind of hard. As you can see, it's not as fluid as my right hand. See, I almost like hit my elbow with the backside. It's very difficult. It requires a lot of dexterity. I recommend, if you have a heavy sword like this, it's not that heavy, but you know, tip heavy sword, start slow. Okay? If your hand can't handle it, start lighter, all right? Use super light machete, okay? Because nobody likes to be injured. And one important thing in weightlifting, bodybuilding, everything, this concept called progressive overload, okay? You're going to start light and slowly progress to a heavier resistance. Same thing with swords, okay? If you're a newbie, you're not just gonna go swinging around the heaviest sword, practicing that, you know? Especially something that requires such finesse as a drill, a flourish, okay? As seen with the right hand again. So, let's bring this all together, okay? The drill ultimately is this. What it looks like from the side is this, okay? Let's try it with a light cavalry saber. Now to bring this all together, we are going to see how the right side connects with the left side, okay? Right side, left side. How it looks. And one more thing that I kind of forgot to add. It's easier if you flip your hand up at the swing. Bring your arm up, and the sword will come up in a circular motion. Use physics. I don't know the equation. Don't ask me. It's a lot easier. Okay, now to tie it all together, we are going to do this, and we're going to let this go, let the momentum, we're going to let go slightly to allow the blade to turn over, okay? Let our elbows go up on the inside. Wrists up, elbow up on the outside, okay? How it looks from the side. This is a great mobility workout for your shoulder. Okay, left hand, because our shoulders connected to our wrists. If there's an issue with our wrists, oftentimes it affects our shoulders. Okay? All right. Now you know how to do this. So let's figure out how this applies to cutting, okay? When we cut, I'm gonna try not to make this video too long. Maybe I'll make that a different video. I'll make it a different video. Well, guys, thank you for watching. The next video will be coming soon, I hope. Sorry about the delay. I got busy and couldn't really be at home with my swords. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.